Hi everyone, my name is Frida and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to show you how I made this heart-shaped Swan Cloisonne enamel pendant. The process starts with designing and drawing the piece. After I figured out what I wanted to do, I went ahead and cut out the shape. I e-nailed it, pickled it and domed it to prevent warping. After that, I applied the clear fuse starting with the back. I fired it and repeated the process on the other side. Of course, I pickled it in between. I like to use my torch for this because I can see when the oxides are dissolving in the clear fuse. I started the wire work here. Basically, I'm folding these Cloisonne wires along the lines of the design. Cloisonne wires are flat wires. I rolled them in my rolling mill previously. They're going to create the little cells where I can fill the glass enamel in later. As you can see, I use small pliers and tweezers to form them. I don't like to e-nail them because I love when they're a little bit more springy. You can achieve nicer curves that way. I've chosen a heart shape because I made this pendant around Valentine's Day. Actually, I wanted to post it before Valentine's Day, but life happened, so I couldn't finish this project in time. I've chosen swans because they're the symbol of love and their head put together form a heart shape. Sometimes I put the wires directly on the surface of the pendant, but this time I put them on a sticky tape following the drawing. I applied a black coat on the back. This is an opaque black and I fired it off camera. I forgot to record how it turned out, but it's just a nice shiny even surface. And here comes the part which usually gives me the most challenge. Placing the wires on the surface of the pendant. I'm using glue here to keep them in place until the next wiring. Sometimes when I'm almost done with this process, I make a wrong move and I have to start the whole process all over again because I just made a huge mess out of it. This is exactly what happened with this one and it's quite frustrating. When I was done, I let the glue dry and I fired it off camera on 1400 Fahrenheit for 2 minutes. I've chosen opalescent white for the swans, so I wanted to make the swans brighter. So I decided to hammer out some silver scrap I had to make foil, and I just placed the foil where I wanted the color to look brighter because opalescent white turns a little bit pinkish on copper and I wanted to avoid that. They don't have to fit perfectly because I really wanted an uneven surface under the color anyway. I'm cutting up the pieces here to fit in the cells and I'm using a little bit of glue. I let the glue dry and I fired it on 1400 Fahrenheit for 2 minutes. The next step is fill in the gaps, the cells with the colors I've chosen previously. Did you know that swans are monogamous birds and mate for life? That's why I think it was the perfect choice to put them in a heart shape. Swans are also often white and that's why they're associated with purity and innocence. They also became the symbol of love and loyalty. I wanted to give a lot of contrast to this pendant, so that's why I've chosen white and black. Of course, the swans were white and the background is black, and I added colors to the swans because I wanted to make it more exciting. When it was dry, I fired it in my kiln on 1400 Fahrenheit for 2 minutes. I really love how the opalescent white turned out with the silver underlining, so I went ahead and applied the second layer of colors. I'm using a paintbrush and a scraper here and a lot of water. When it was done, I fired it off camera and after that I applied the third layer, which I didn't record because it's exactly the same process, so I didn't see the point. The last step is the sanding process. I'm using diamond pads and a lot of water to bring out the wires from under the enamel because enamel always gets on them and smooth out the surface. Enamel loses its shine during the sanding process, so when I was done with the sanding, I fired it again in my kiln to get the shine back. This is how it turned out. I really love how the opalescent white looks with the silver. It almost looks like pearl. I put it in a setting I made. I cut out some swans at the back, and I think it turned out really cute. Let me know what you think, and please like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next one.